My name is Dylan Chapman, and this is CashCompass. Before I begin, I want to thank Palo Alto Networks for the opportunity to design and present this project. Let me start with a simple question. Has $40 ever just disappeared from your account? It definitely has for me. Between forgotten free trial conversions, subscriptions, and small impulsive purchases, money slips away faster than most people realize. The average American holds more than 12 paid subscriptions and only uses about half of them regularly. Financial blindness is widespread, especially when people lack visibility, motivation, and personalized guidance regarding their financial situation. Cash Compass is designed to address these gaps by analyzing spending patterns, reviewing historic transactions, and simulating forward looking scenarios that show how today's decisions impact tomorrow's savings. Let me walk you through what I've built. Cash Compass is a full stack application with a Python backend and a React frontend, connected through Fast API. It visualizes spending, runs real-time analysis, and provides natural language financial insights powered by the OpenAI API. I'll start up both the front end and the back end so we can take a look at how it behaves locally. So, I've already spun up a virtual environment, so I just need to run the main Python function and start up the node dev server. So let's take a look at our local host. This is going to be our landing page. It shows prospective users the features that we offer. We can go ahead and get logged in and take a deeper look at all these feature offerings that I was speaking of. All right, this is going to be our dashboard page. It shows some nice figures at the top, our monthly expenses, year-to-date expenses, and net savings, along with giving us some nice graphs detailing top spending categories, spending distribution, spending trends, and other financial milestones. For example, a net worth goal of 100K. Here, we are 5 months away at our current rate of savings. Let's take a look at the Insights tab. This section highlights average monthly income, monthly expenses, and monthly savings, as well as giving a breakdown of our income sources. We've got some user-defined goals here, and an AI analysis regarding how we're performing on each of these goals. We've got a breakdown of our monthly spend by category, as well as a list of unusual transactions the end users might want to keep an eye on. Here's our time machine. This is our forward-looking engine. Essentially, users can see the difference between, say, a $20 decrease in subscriptions purchases and how that would compound over time and affect their savings. At the bottom of this page, we've also got the retirement calculator to visualize how those savings can be put to work through the use of compound interest and its counterpart, inflation. On the subscriptions tab, we're able to see our detected subscriptions through our transactions and an AI analysis of our subscription behavior. So we've got a list of subscriptions here, and it's all identified through the use of a heuristic classifier. To make a long story short, the way this heuristic system works is by extracting features from each merchant, like number of transactions, average days between charges, average amount, and things of that nature. Then, a rule-based scoring function is applied to each merchant and assigns weights that resemble a simple classifier. For example, monthly cadence, stable prices, and recurring intervals also add to the subscription score. The system then labels the merchant as likely subscription, possible subscription, or not subscription. Gray fee detection works with the same way with the same heuristic. For a production environment, I'd replace this with a true ML classifier trained on labeled transaction data. This would significantly improve accuracy and reduce false positives, but for an MVP, this heuristic system performs well and remains fully explainable. Let's take a look at the portfolio page. This section uses synthetic portfolio data to model a user's investment portfolio. We've got some key figures up top: net liquidity, cost basis, holdings, as well as a list of our holdings in detail and an AI description of our risk appetite. We've also got the portfolio options and backtesting tab here, which allows us to look at how different portfolio allocations would have affected our final asset value. We can check certain famous portfolios as well as certain time periods. And we've got a comparison tool for different strategies. For example, the buy and hold and simple moving average strategy. The Coach tab allows us to ask LLMs any question regarding our finances. So let's see how we can save some more money. So We've got 5 recommendations here from the AI. Pretty easy to read through that, and if someone's looking over your shoulder and you don't want them to see, we can go ahead and clear this history very quickly. Up in the account section, we can define our spending goals, change our settings and delete account if need be, view the privacy policy, and log out when we're all done. Let's take a look at the architecture now. The backend is built entirely in Python with fast API handling all endpoint communication with the React frontend. Natural language analysis is powered by the OpenAI API. In our production deployment, I'd replace this with a fine-tuned proprietary model to reduce costs and latency. I'd also implement proper database storage, like MySQL or Postgres, for credential hashing, encrypted data storage, and scalable session handling. Additional enhancements would include distributed infrastructure, Plaid integrations, and brokerage integrations, credit score analysis, and a mobile app with push notifications to round out the ecosystem for real-time guidance at the time of transaction. This project helped me dive deeper into fast API, REST standards, and system design. It also pushed me to think like a project manager, evaluating what provides real value and what would matter the most in a true production roadmap. Thank you again for listening, and thank you to Palo Alto Networks for the opportunity to build and present CashCompass.